Yeah, so I've walked past this spot quite often. I've always been interested in what exactly this is, and it's quite a. Is this the clay? Is this the clay that comes down from the top of Shotover? Is it?
Yeah. Well, this view here, we are in a marshy bit now, and there's some water collecting, and there's some orange residue. It looks oily, but that's because leaves are rotting. That produces some oil. But the orange is the Kimmeridge clay that is drifting down off of Shotover Country Park. But let me take your mind back a bit. Picture a stereotypical stagecoach in Oxford 300 years ago.
Yeah.
It'd be an ochre colour, wouldn't it? Like a yellowy sort of colour. If you go up onto Shotover and go onto Shotover Plain, and on the north side there are old ochre pits. Because they used to be like a yellowy orange ochre colour soil over there, and they used to get the ochre out of the ground and used to paint the stagecoaches with ochre.
With this.
Oh, this is Kimmeridge clay. This isn't ochre.
Right.
Shotover has got loads of different layers. You've got Kimmeridge clay, you've got a piece of rock under there, and you've also got ochre. You've got so much geologically going on. This isn't yellow ochre.
It's not the same.
No. But there's, the landscape we see very often has been man-made in such, and even the natural areas, magpie calling now. But the natural geology still has an influence, and that's what you're seeing here in these little marsh bits. When you go up north, parts of the Peak District, you'll get various sort of iron colouring coming out of the rocks. Same principle. This isn't just pollution. This has come from somewhere.
Yeah.
But
whenever I've walked down here and I've seen this oil, I've always taken it as pollution. Because it looks like it actually does look like oil, doesn't it? Almost looks like engine oil in a way.
Yeah. Well, there is two things going on. The oily bit on the top is the rotting leaves, but the orange is actually soil washing down, and that Kimmeridge clay goes all the way down towards Poole in Dorset.
As you were talking about how a natural habitat can look natural, but actually it is man-made. As we walk further down the valley here, it gets more steeper sided, and traditionally this used to be a much wider open valley. It used to be farmland here, and the reason why it's much steeper sided is due to the encroachment of housing either side. So there's the council estate, which is pretty much where I grew up, and on the other side there's another estate, and they encroached onto the valley, creating a much steeper sided, which in a way makes it more of a natural haven, because it's a lot more quieter.
Why this Lye Valley Nature Reserve is so significant though is because it is old fenland. And you go over the other side of Boar's Hill, you've got Cot Hill Fen and Lashford Lane Fen.
Right.
Historically this did link up with that. So you get these little corridors that are actually now broken up into little islands, and until you look at an ordnance survey map from above, you don't realise actually, because Shotover Country Park used to be a forest, the Royal Forest, and that used to run,
grounds, wasn't it, I think?
Used to run from Magdalen Bridge in Oxford, all the way to Oakley in Buckinghamshire. The Burnwood Forest you've still got over near Oakley. That's what it used to be called, Burnwood Forest. Shotover is a modern name. I can hear something rattling. Is that somebody playing tennis or something against the fence?
It sounds like it, doesn't it? Or kicking a ball.
Yeah.
I think because the houses aren't very far from here.
I'm probably hearing things that you can't hear, but that's rattling through my headphones. So we're going to do one more stop, and then we'll leave you for today.